Alright, so here we go. Just a little tree. Well, it's a big tree, as you can see. Big tree. Nice movement all the way down. This one's tagged as one tree that I do want to dig up this year. This is a box elder. I know what you're thinking. Why would you dig up the box elder? Because I want it. So it's got some sweet movement, so I'm probably going to dig it and cut it to like right here and hope that another branch sprouts out somewhere. Like that looks like a branch that died. But worst case scenario, I have this little branch right here that I can work with, and that's got some good buds coming out. So that's my plan for this little one, and hopefully we'll get this dug up here soon. As long as the weather stays decent, we'll definitely get this dug up here soon. So I look forward to it. Let's see what else we can find. So as I'm walking, let me tell you the tricky thing here. And one, don't walk through the woods watching Candace from Bonsai Science, the video, because you're bound to trip over something as you're laughing watching that video. That's rule number one. Rule number two with getting things out of my woods would be I have to time everything perfect, like perfect, because if I do not, then I'm fighting poison ivy. So I'm either fighting the cold or I'm fighting poison ivy. And honestly, when it comes down to the two, I'd rather take my chances with the cold than poison ivy. But that's me being selfish for myself and not worrying about the tree as much. Also, there's a ton of these little guys out here, so there's not as much for me to worry about with that because of it. I know that if something happens to one, there will always be another one to replace it. I was really hoping to get some pines, but it seems like none of the pines managed to grow, or the deer all eat everything as it's popping up. Because a lot of this, with the wide open air, I mean, even when this stuff fills in over through here with leaves, there's still a lot of open space, but nothing grows on the ground because the deer roll in and just munch it all up. So that's a problem in itself. So this one's a little Bradford Pear tree, which is cool. I like it. Much bigger than anything that I want to work with, but if I was to work with it, what would I do? I'd cut this off right here. I'd let this grow. I'd cut that. I'd cut that. And then I'd probably have wired this one down, leave that one, tried to cut that smaller, and that would have been the top of my tree, which could have been super cool. But this thing's grown all crazy like, so look at it. That ended up breaking, but it's still alive. So now it's actually growing almost like a raft across the ground. But it's not a raft. It's just weird. Back here, it would be awesome to find some nice deadwood, but there is no nice deadwood. And the reason there's no nice deadwood is because this is all wetland. It's all nasty and wet and awful to work with. So there's that great issue with it. I was gonna grab some of the Bradford pears this year and I didn't. I was like, no, it'll be okay. I'm sure you'll find some small little ones to grab once the leaves begin to fall, because I mean, the bark is pretty simple to spot. But I didn't find anything. Oh well. That's okay. Don't mind me and my random camera angles either, because I'm kind of looking at myself and kind of walking around at the same time. So there's this And I go way off topic all the time. There's this family of deer, and if you just look, it'll look like I just come out here and I walk all the time, but I don't. That's the trail from the deer. They just come back here and hang out. So, I don't know. Maybe I will find some more trees back here at some point. For the most part, what I've been seeing is box elder, cedar, and I've seen a few snow roses. I know I grabbed one earlier this winter because I was walking by and bumped it and it came out of the ground, so I took that one and reburied it in soil back closer to the house. I've got all these oak trees, but none of them develop acorns, so fat chance in getting an oak tree out here anywhere. Would be awesome if I could, but I'm just not having any luck. Here's something cool to check out. So this oak tree right here is growing up between the roots of the pine. So this is actually a pine root, and this over here is a pine root, and this oak is actually growing and fusing itself over top of the pine root. Sorry, I really put you in there. Over top of the pine root all the way around. I thought that's pretty cool, so I wanted to share that one with you. Well, there's an interesting one. That's an empty acorn. There's a couple of them. So I must have just timed it wrong when I was looking for them, because I didn't see any, but there's empty acorn shells, which means this tree is developing acorns. The squirrels are just faster than me. Oh well. Oh well. Man. I don't know what that vine is over there, but that thing is nasty. I'm gonna need to come out here again, probably with my chainsaw this next time, and start trimming some stuff back with a chainsaw. This vine's pretty cool because it died. What? That's a cool look. I like that. Alright, well, I think as far as Yardadori goes, I am out of luck and I'm not going to find anything else. So all I can do now is head on to our next adventure for the day. Actually, I do have another Yardadori, and it's down by my barn. And this one I've been watching for a while and I'm really excited about. So let's head over there and check that out. And after that, I have an awesome surprise to show you guys. All right, I'll see you over there. All right, so second stop today. And this is another one of the Yardadori trees that I'm looking at digging up this year so that my neighbor doesn't cut it down. Behind me is the final surprise in the truck. But let's look at this tree real quick. Look at all those branches coming out everywhere. Now granted, it is a long straight trunk running up and up. A few of these branches are broken off. And let's check it out. So, I didn't even tell you, it's a mulberry tree. So you've got the trunk down in here. Like that nice little snip at the bottom, which is kind of cool. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to move this, and then we're probably going to end up running an air layer off somewhere up in here, I think. I'm not for certain yet. There's a lot of just dead branches. I know it's not good to just break them off, but I just broke them off. So that's this tree, and another great possibility for something that we'll get a Yardadori out of. All right, so here's the big surprise. You ready? My dad's doing a little bit of downsizing and gave me his kiln and his manual pottery wheel. So I'll be able to make pottery and fire it by myself without having to go through the process of trying to get it right inside an actual fire again, which will make my life drastically easier. He did say it is expensive to run off the electric, so I'm gonna end up plugging it into my generator and just running it off the generator itself. I think it'll work out awesome though. Hopefully we get a video into that one soon.